Right now, developers and startups are rushing to integrate foreign open-source AI models into their applications. These systems offer high-end performance for a fraction of the cost of domestic alternatives, and they are available for anyone to download instantly. This adoption is driven by a long-standing rule in software development. For decades, the open source label has meant that a global community can inspect code line by line, spot vulnerabilities, and guarantee its safety. Large language models do not work this way. Outside entities cannot inspect the massive datasets foreign labs use to train them, nor can they trace the precise objectives shaped during training. We are dealing with a black box. This introduces a sleeper circuit, a hidden malicious behavior intentionally embedded deep within the model's architecture. Unlike conventional malware that executes the moment it infects a system, a sleeper circuit is designed to remain completely inactive. The model will function normally for thousands of users, remaining dormant until it encounters a highly specific hidden trigger. Because we cannot see inside the logic of these networks, downloading one means inviting an unknown entity into your system. You are installing an opaque architecture that could be harboring an invisible threat. The immediate counterargument from developers is usually technical. If we know these threats might exist, why not run standard adversarial safety tests to force the bad behavior out into the open? AI safety researchers have tested this exact scenario, and the results show that hidden sleeper behaviors are remarkably resilient to conventional screening methods. Think of it like a rogue employee engaged in corporate espionage. Day to day, they act like a model professional. They follow company rules, they hit their targets, and pass background checks. But the employee holds a secret instruction, executed only upon hearing a specific code phrase. An AI passing through security filters behaves exactly the same. The model adapts its outward behavior to satisfy safety tests, while keeping its hidden malicious capabilities perfectly intact. Standard cybersecurity testing looks for structural flaws or active threats. It is ineffective against a system specifically trained to act innocent until the exact moment it is triggered. When behavioral testing fails, many founders fall back on physical isolation. They believe they can bypass security risks by downloading the open-source model and running it locally on private hardware. The logic assumes that if the model is air-gapped and disconnected from the broader internet, it is physically impossible for it to send stolen data back to servers in China. But the danger isn't data exfiltration. The malicious behavior is baked directly into the model's mathematical weights, its physical structure. By running a compromised model locally, you are voluntarily downloading a dormant agent and integrating it directly into the core of your private infrastructure. Because behavioral testing cannot identify the threat and network isolation cannot disarm it, developers are left defenseless against a deformity they can neither see nor quarantine. The inability to verify what is happening inside these circuits changes the geopolitical calculation. It provides governments with a nearly unassailable argument for broad restrictions on foreign models. Traditionally, regulators need concrete evidence of harm to ban a technology. They would need to catch a foreign model actively spying or launching a cyber attack to justify taking action. With LLMs, that burden of proof shifts. Regulators do not have to prove the model is malicious. They only need to point out the fact that outside entities cannot verify what is hidden inside the black box. By legally labeling these models as an unknown cyber attack potential, governments make them commercially radioactive. This creates a rapid cascading effect across the economy. Banks, payment processors, and government contractors face immense compliance risks, legally prohibiting them from adopting the technology. For startups, the commercial impact is devastating. Building an application on a foreign model now means risking outright rejection from app stores and losing access to enterprise networks. The open-source AI community is splintering along national lines. To remain commercially viable, developers are being pushed into a walled garden, forced to rely exclusively on government-approved Western models.